Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, which is called Ultimate Academic Success. Um, this is really my first video ever, so if the quality isn't great and if it's not up to your standards, then please accept my apologies. Nevertheless, the purpose of this channel is really to educate you about the challenges faced by students in academia. Secondly, it is to help you out, as a student in the academic system. So I haven't really made up my mind about all the issues that I want to be discussing, but definitely I want to be discussing, the most problematic issues and the issues that are causing, trouble to the majority of the student population. Uh, by all means, please subscribe to my channel, which is called Ultimate Academic Success. Also, please make sure to hit the like button and hit the notification bell, and of course, share this video, because I am sure that now you will be starting, whether it's you're a high school student, you're a undergraduate student, master's student, PhD student. So I believe that a lot of people will benefit from this video, and it's a really good idea to spread the message to your friends and colleagues. So speaking about myself, my name is Mahmoud, and I am a PhD student, and my discipline is civil engineering. So I've been in the academic system for very long, for the last 8 years, I would say, since 2011. So I studied civil engineering. I went into my course at the University of Manchester in 2011, and I graduated with a first class honors BEng degree. And I really came, the top of my graduating cohort, and I've done very well. And then from there, I did start my PhD in 2014, which is a Center for Doctoral Training program. And my PhD project at the moment, it is called, that's the working title, it's called Alternative Structures for Overhead Lines Transmission Towers. So being a civil engineer who specializes in structural engineering, the main aim of my work is to investigate a new composite transmission tower which will be constructed in the UK. So I don't want to bore you anymore with details about myself. Really, the aim of this video is for you to, for me actually, to give you tips for the new academic year. Okay, so being a student who is about to I've just started writing up my thesis. I've got till the end of January to submit it, and that's the final 4-year hard deadline. So basically, I believe I've got a lot of knowledge, a lot of information about the academic system. I've taught a lot of undergraduate students, I've helped master's students, even some of my fellow PhD students. By all means, I'm not perfect. Everybody has his or her own shortcomings, but I think really the whole purpose of this YouTube channel is for you to learn more about the stuff that you won't necessarily find, or people won't necessarily tell you. So to start for me to start on the tips for the new academic year, what I could say. So for tip number 1, I would say get rid of the bad habits. Okay, so what do we actually mean by saying get rid of the bad habits? It can mean many things. Everybody, I believe, has got, good and bad habits, but it's really the bad habits which pulls us down and creates all sorts of problems and challenges for us. So bad habits could be many things. It could be wasting time on social media. It could be what else? I think bad sleeping routine. It could be also procrastination. And as a bonus, I would say disorganization. So I hope you're able to see all of this on this whiteboard. So really I could name another 10. We can actually have a challenge, and this could easily hit to 100, a list of 100 bad habits that you should avoid as for the new academic year, and not only for the new academic year, really for yourself, to succeed in life, to succeed in your career, etc. So what is tip number 2? Okay, so for tip number 2, I would say start fresh. Sorry, just get the eraser. So you may be wondering, what does start fresh mean? Well, it can mean many things, of course. So if you are going back to high school, if you are going back to your undergraduate course, or if you are starting a new one, perhaps, I do highly recommend that you take the opportunity, to refresh yourself. The day that the first day of the academic year, and this is really applicable to students right from, I would say, primary school all the way up to doctoral students, because it's really doctoral students who struggle with this. So by starting fresh is, think about why were you struggling last year, or what makes you struggle. Is it is it actually that you spend too many hours on your studies? Is it you're worried about money, you're worried about your future career, you're worried about other aspects in your life. You're having relationship problems, you're having mental health problems. So really the last thing you want is to avoid going back worse than you were last year. So what I would say, for you to start fresh, just ignore maybe ignore is not the perfect word. I would say accept yourself, that you have made mistakes. So if, for example, you were planning to improve your academic performance, if you were planning to have a more balanced life, and you're now in the final year of your university or school program, and you are struggling to achieve this, then I think the best thing is for you to accept that you have accept yourself, that you have made mistakes, as I've written over there. Another thing, and that's why I removed the word ignore, because ignorance is not, as some people say, ignorance is a bliss, but I do disagree, and I do not think or believe that ignorance is a bliss. So just accept that things haven't gone the way that you wanted them to be, and just move on. You don't have to keep beating yourself up over things that did not really go well. The second point about starting fresh is, if you haven't already done so, reward yourself with what you enjoy. So I realize, being a student is a tough job. It's a tough thing, for many people, even for me. So the reason I said reward yourself with what you enjoy is, obviously reward yourself with the positive things. I'm not recommending you to abuse yourself in the wrong ways, but please, try to do some positive things before you start, or even if you've already started, it doesn't really matter. Just try to reward yourself, for example, by meeting up your friends, having, let's say, a trip somewhere. It doesn't have to be another country. Even if you enjoy nature like myself, just go to the countryside. Just do something that will hopefully get you kick started, getting you warmed up for the new academic year, and knowing that the more I work hard, the more I can go on to reward I do it even. So you can tell us, oh well, I need to reward myself with what I enjoy, because there isn't really a point in just denying yourself from what you enjoy. And I'm no expert in psychology, but I've read in one article, and I can post it to you or make a video about it if you like, that it's very important for the brain to be rewarded when when you do the good hard work, because if you don't, then you will enter into burnout, and burnout is really very costly, very terrible, and you want to avoid it at all costs. Take it from me. We can have another video about it if you like. Thirdly, so with starting fresh, so I think I need to give you maybe one more thing. Okay, identify I would say identify the burnout triggers, yes. Okay, so what is a burnout trigger, I would say? Burnout trigger could mean many things. If you are having a lot of deadlines and you have got no time to meet your family, to meet your friends, to I don't know, just re-energize yourself, then you will definitely suffer from this, burnout. So you may feel that, no, I'm fine, I'm doing well, I'm happy, I'm great, but in fact you are struggling, you are suffering from the inside, and it's only a matter of time till you start seeing the negative impact of being burnt out. Another thing, a burnout trigger is could be, for example, an ongoing issue, which is you're having problems with managing your finance, you're having relationship problems, you're having just any problem which with time it will keep adding weight on your shoulders. It will keep becoming a bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger problem till the day comes where, oh, I cannot manage this anymore, this is beyond me now. It has got so big, and then you've got to get the help from your parents, from your friends, from your academics at college, university. So really avoid the point where, how to say it, avoid the point where you even try to enter or commence this burnout by avoiding a burnout trigger. So I know it's difficult, but I believe it's not impossible at the same time. Number 3, university is not, well, this is not clear. Is not a dandy experience. Okay, so what do I mean by university is not a dandy experience? Well, this could mean many things. To start off, I remember when I was back in high school and I was doing my A-levels, all of myself and my colleagues, we were not, waiting for the time when, oh my God, we're going to university, we're going to have the best time of our lives, we are going to, enjoy ourselves, we will get more freedom, etc. Others were saying, I'll be away from home, I can do whatever I like, I can do all sorts of things. The reality is different. University is a tough experience. University is not a dandy experience. So you have to know in advance, and this is really a message for freshers. Really, that's a very big issue. Freshers, whom by definition are people who are just starting university this year, and that's probably either they're going to commence their first year, first year of their course, or their foundation year if you're coming from abroad. It doesn't really matter what your situation is, but I think what matters is that you know in advance that there will be struggles, there will be difficulties, there will be there will be problems, because if you think that I'm not going to have any problems, everything is going to be smooth, perfect, nice, no issues, it's a comfortable experience, then I'm sorry to tell you, but you're being quite delusional. And whoever told you this, just don't even listen to them anymore, because I think they are a bad influence. Even if your best friends, even if your family, your parents have convinced you that university is going to be the best time of your life, university is going to be a very enjoyable experience, probably they are not lying to you. They are trying to motivate you, they're trying to make you look forward, they're trying to make the idea of university as more appealing. But always know at the back of your head, just put it at the back of your head and don't try to think too much about it, because obviously the aim of this video is not to make you pessimistic, and I'm not even a pessimist myself. I like to be positive as much as I can be, but really the aim is just know that at times it will be tough. You may struggle academically, you may struggle personally, you may struggle just as a person, because we're all human. You may not accept the fact that you're living away from home. I've met some students whom, when the first day, even before the first day, when their family, their relatives were dropping them off, and I happened to meet them by coincidence, by chance, they were really feeling very miserable. They just wanted to go back home, and they haven't even started. I mean, there isn't really a very big shame with that, because we're just human. We've got to accept it, that not everybody will necessarily accept the idea of being away from home, because living at home with your parents is, I know, a very different experience. So maybe you're used to having your laundry done for you, food, having a full fridge, not worrying about paying your bills, not worrying about all these minor little things such as cleaning your room, cleaning your house. So all of this can create stress for you. And really, my aim is not to my aim is actually for you to know what causes stress, and for you to hopefully eradicate it from its roots, because as good project managers say and believe, that if you cannot solve a problem without identifying it, or even a risk. So if you're dealing with a risk, or if you're dealing with a problem, you cannot really have any good hopes or good chance of solving it unless you identify the problem and you tackle it and you beat it from its roots. So this is really very powerful message, which was passed on by one of my academics when I was studying project management as part of my civil engineering course. Okay, so I think I've given you hopefully 3 very good tips, which is to recap, tips for the new academic year: get rid of the bad habits, and this can be by wasting stop wasting time on social media, bad sleeping routine, as in sleeping very late, and waking up very, very late as well, procrastination, leaving everything to the last minute. I personally struggle with this, so this is, I think it's quite normal. You shouldn't be ashamed of it, but obviously we have to get rid of it to be able to be successful one day. And this organization, this thing at the top, if you're not able to see it, so being disorganized, everything is a mess, your room is a mess, your bag is a mess, this really doesn't help anybody in the long run. Start fresh, so just accept that you have made mistakes. There is no shame in admitting that you've made mistakes. Reward yourself with what you enjoy, so that's even before you start, just have some good experience for you to motivate you before you go on to the new academic year, so you can know that the more I'll be happy, the more I will be succeeding, then that's it, I can have more of this. And identify the burnout triggers, which I believe we've discussed, and this can be a topic for another video, obviously, because we're running out of time today. So, and finally, university is not a dandy experience. So I think it's self-explanatory that do not expect university to be a very lovely, peaceful, stress-free experience, because it isn't. All right, so I think I've given you enough for you to actually digest, and I know I've been speaking on for maybe a long time now, so it's really now over to you, for you to think about it, consider everything mentioned here, or if you think you know it all, or you did not like this content, then by all means let me know what you think in the comment section below, down this video, because really I want to be making useful videos, creative videos for you to learn from. So please suggest to me how I could improve, if you think there are some things that are really terrible in this video, and if there are good things which you like, then by all means hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so you can help us grow, and hit the notification bell, which, if you don't know, it's this bell next to the subscribe button, which will alert you whenever I upload a new video to YouTube, which is available for you to watch. And by all means, share it. I think not many students like myself, especially PhD students, are doing enough to share their experience, and actually with the aim of helping the other fellow students in every part of the globe. Okay, so that's really all from me. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I would be even happier if you can subscribe to the channel, like and share. Okay, so I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully you will enjoy your course even more if you have already started it. And if you are struggling, then don't worry. Things do improve, especially in the long run. So do not give up. Just keep pursuing your dreams. Keep pursuing your passion for your subject. Keep pursuing, what you are there for. So I'm going to get out of this zone for you to have a full view, in case I was blocking any of it during the video. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.